Green interwebs, this is Jackie K, and welcome for another edition of Game and Chill. It's been a hot minute, I know. Things have been kind of busy lately though, especially on the video end. I really wanted to wrap up the Pokemon XG series, but things like Mount Battle took forever and a half, so that's one of the primary factors of why it's been so long since the last Game and Chill. Now that I think more about it though, I can think of other factors, but we'll get into that in a sec. I want to start off with just trying to give a general update of what the plans are for this month with the channel. Because I think I might actually have plans for the channel, even though we're probably even though we're well into the month by the time you're seeing this. Well, maybe not too much, but at least a week or so. Yeah, look at all these side effects that the berries have in this game. And think about the last time you used any of these berries for their secondary effect on wild Pokemon. I actually play this game still, and I think the last time I actually used the berries for those purposes was literally never. It's a shame that Legends ZA is kind of drifting away from this whole roaming around the world and catching Pokemon, because this is definitely something that could be expanded on. I don't know if it would be too much to make it flat out required, but like, if they could somehow make it more optimal. Like, wow, look at that, like, you could grind experience points by feeding wild Pokemon peanut berries before catching them? Like, if they somehow made that more prominent to the point where it wasn't just faster to just catch more Pokemon compared to just imagine if this was a viable way to actually get experience in the game. But I'm pretty sure just catching the Pokemon... What I'm trying to say is I'm pretty sure just catching more wild Pokemon would be more efficient. Oh, I'm getting sidetracked, sorry. I did think that was worth noting though. It might be the most interesting thing that happens in this video if we don't find a shiny. Yeah, I keep forgetting about how many little things are just tucked away in this game that I've never bothered touching because the game never really puts you in a situation where you needed this stuff. But they put so much depth in this game it just ends up going wasted. It's a bit of a shame. And it kind of was, but this is Game and Chill, so I'm not going to be worrying too hard about hardcore grinding. Let's just go into places, explore around, and let myself talk about things. So I think I'll just start that whole spiel about what my plans for this month are with the channel, because I feel like I could have done things way more efficiently. I mean, there is a set of burn mites, so this mass outbreak isn't a complete waste. And I could use the extra time to, like, restock on the berries I spent. And maybe we'll get a chance to find some other Pokemon in the mix. Like, it's not what I'm looking for. I was gonna say it might be interesting to find a shiny Oshawott, but no, I've already got the Hisui form. I'm thinking, like, starters that I haven't hunted because they're not Hisui specific, like Piplup and Turtwig and Chimchar, but even then, like, I think I've gotten a couple from the shiny Turtwig line already. Like, have I really done these mass outbreaks so often that I'm running out of stuff to really go after? Because it's starting to feel like it. I think we'll just get into some... Technically not a glitch, but definitely not intended. You know, if I'm gonna struggle to actually keep in format, at least there's a bunch of funny stuff and fun tangents happening along the way. So on the video end of things, how relevant this all is depends on when this gets uploaded. I might get this uploaded just in time for the end of the Pokemon XG playthrough, but it might also take a week after. I'm gonna assume the prior though. So, as you'll be seeing this, hopefully, Pokemon XG will have wrapped up. As I'm recording this, I just uploaded the... Ooh. You kind of throw a little awkwardness into the equation. So my video plan for this month boils down to finishing up XG, which should be happening by this time you see this. And I have 2 other videos in the line work to upload and share once XG is finished proper. As for recording, I just don't know exactly when they'll be uploaded, but I feel pretty confident saying that they'll go up this month. Having them edited is a good sign. It's just a matter of doing all the other work and prepping the videos before upload. I guess I could tell you what they are. The one video is actually a video on Donjin covering all the cutscenes differences between the original game and Donjin. And because it's covering the majority of the cutscenes in the game, yeah, it dwarfs even the length of the Mount Battle video, which I was already convinced was going to be the longest video I've uploaded in a while, but no, this one's like, if not an hour 30 minutes, then pretty close to that. Well, that's everything for the burn mites, and I never even finished my whole spiel about videos. Well, I hope that the blizzard shows no sign of stopping any— Ugh, what do you mean I can't go up any further? Like, I definitely have climbed up this cliff in the past. Is it really that big of a deal that I go this way and not that way? I guess so. Oh! Hi, Crobat. You know, I'm kind of wondering if just jumping headfirst into this whole ordeal of Snowbirds and Abomasnows was really the most brilliant idea I've ever had. Well, so yeah, that'll be the first thing I upload after XG finishes up, and I'm pretty confident that will be up before the end of the month. Hope you're looking forward to it. I was a little conflicted about making the video because I don't want to bring extra attention to Donjin after I've already been done working on it and don't have plans to work on anything related to it ever. But it was something I've been meaning to do well before I got into game design. It just took a real long time to record and even more time to edit all that footage down into something manageable. So that's the biggest reason why that didn't come out sooner. But I think it's a fun video, especially for people who have been following my works but don't have the means to actually play Donjin. That's the main reason I wanted to make it, if nothing else. And speaking of game design, like, that kind of ties into the next thing I wanted to upload and share with the channel. As you may know, I do have a series of YouTube shorts weekly for at least a while of just stuff related to game design that I've been up to. Like, essentially, every week I would reflect back on what I've done most recently in my game development journey and make a little 1 to 3 minute short about it and upload it accordingly. It's a little ironic time because I did take a bit of a break of it ever since finishing up the current build of the one fan game I've been working on, but I do plan on getting back to that series eventually. Anyways, this is all related because one thing I was planning on doing was making a side channel for game design, and I was going to take those— one of the first things I was going to do for it was take those shorts and upload it and just like rework them into the widescreen format rather than the mobile format and just make a whole video. After a bit of reflection, I don't think it's really worth making a side channel over. I've been going back and forth on this whole secondary channel thing for a while, and I haven't been able to fully convince myself that it'd be worth the time and investment to make a second channel when this channel is already pretty small as is. Point being, I don't think it's worth it to divide my already limited video making time between two different channels. So I'm just gonna upload that video here. And considering how I end off the dungeon video, it's a fitting way to end off my modding career by starting to preview everyone to my game development career. I use the term career loosely. Hopefully you understand. I forget if I've gotten a shiny Mischievous already, but wouldn't mind another one. I don't think I've gotten a shiny Snowbird yet either. None of these are my targets, but I only have 2 targets. And they're divided between 2 different areas. Well, I guess 3 if you count trying to get a shiny Burmy to go along with the Avalugg. Point being, like, it'd be pretty boring if I didn't have more Pokemon to look for. Because I'd be probably spending more time soft resetting outbreaks than actually playing the video game. So I have no qualms with making a little detour for these little guys. Sorry, I felt like I was kind of all over the place, so a little recap for the plans of this month. First thing, finishing up Pokemon XG, but that won't matter because that'll already be done by the time you see this video. After that, one big massive dungeon video going over cutscene / dialogue differences. And then, sometime after that, the first, like, I forget what the YouTubers call them, like, mega compilation of all the game design shorts I've done up to this point. I did take the time here to, like, revert them to widescreen so it's not a complete rehash. But I figure it's a good little filler between all the work I've been putting into Pokemon XG and the fact that Overseer October is already coming up. And I have made 0 preparations for it, despite the fact we're already in September. The most I've done was, like, test out an art stream the other day, just to see if I'd be cool with doing that, and then I could, like, convert my streams into art streams. But yeah, like, that's gonna be it for a while. Oh, I guess that's all the Mischievous already. Oops. It doesn't feel like I got a lot, but I also don't really feel like I can focus on a lot at the moment. I'm still kind of... I want to put more time into game design, and I kind of need a break, or at least take things a little bit easier after all the work that's gone into Pokemon XG videos. Not to mention, like, Overseer October, if assuming I go through with it, it's going to be a whole ordeal in of itself. Well, I think it's about time for me to get obliterated by Kadabras. What level is it at? Yeah, way too high to send the initial plan A at it. I forgot to reapply the power points to Double Edge. Oh well. Sorry, you think with it being so long, I would have so much to talk about. Which technically I do, but it's to the point where I don't even know where to start. And I've seen some satchels a little bit ago that, like, reminded me of someone I haven't spoke to in a long time, and I kind of missed them. Oh, okay, I'm underplaying it. I do miss them a lot. I just don't want... I just want to leave it at that, though. And that's that one down. Yeah, the shiny is gonna be the Ocelot, isn't it? Well, might as well go after it. Not really too much else to do with this mass outbreak. Oh, I forgot that these are aggressive. And there they all go. Are they at least low? Okay, 15 should be plenty for the Hippoton to take care of it, even if there's a type disadvantage. Not too keen on being outnumbered, but we'll roll with it. We'll figure something out, I suppose. Oh yeah! I've been talking about, like, how much game design I've been cutting into my video time, but I haven't talked about the game design stuff I've been doing. I'm sure the video coming out soon-ish will help, but by the time that comes out, there'll be so much else that I've been doing that, I don't know. Why not just talk about it? So, big thing is that I quote-unquote finished Kremling Hunting, the game I've been working on, or the fan game. I say quote-unquote because I do still have plans to go back to it. It's technically not done, just done to a point where I wanted to share another update of it. It's got like the first 2 worlds done, with a boss at the end of each world, and a little bit of fun, quirky dialogue with a cutscene manager that I built up to share that all in. And after finishing that up, I took a bit of a break from that game, or working on that game, to go back to some of my older projects. I say older projects, but it's mostly just Firebrand Dash and just miscellaneous messing around with Got It to try to get more and more familiar with RPG related mechanics. One thing that I probably won't talk about in any shorts is I've been exploring like plugins. Plugins for Got It was something I was overall ignoring because I wanted to focus on actually learning as much of the ins and outs of the engine that I could. I can't believe I almost forgot what an engine was called. I did find this one plugin that's specifically made as like a cutscene or like a dialogue box manager. I'm not sure if I like it more than just... I'm still kind of leaning towards just making something myself, but I have spent some time playing around with it, and it's pretty good. It's not fully compatible with everything I built, and like the one file, or the one project I currently have, just for experimenting around with RPG stuff, I think I made it too small because, like, it was already small and that had other secondary effects, but one thing I noticed was that it kind of really messed up. It kind of made the dialogue boxes for this dialogue manager a bit small, like smaller than you would realistically ever expect. Yeah, how have I been clearing out so many outbreaks in a single massive outbreak? It feels like I've ran out of stuff that I've actually wanted to do here a while ago, but we're here and we're talking, so I might as well keep going. This is how we get phases. Oh well. Hopefully I don't get yet another shiny Snubble or Philoswine, but what you gonna do? What am I gonna do? Just like stop my commentary just to find another outbreak right in the middle of a fight? In hindsight, it doesn't really matter anymore because I kind of got completely off tangent just trying to explain all that. Well, by trying to explain why I didn't want to leave, I completely defeated the purpose of why I didn't want to leave. Well, that's just what happens with this format of commentary, I suppose. And dealing with perfectly accurate blizzards is kind of a pain, though. Yeah, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the cutscene manager. Yeah. For a bunch of reasons, I still would prefer to make something myself, but it has been good for me to just experiment around with the... Even if just by acknowledging that, like, Got It plugins exist, it was worth my time to mess around with this cutscene manager thing. I keep calling it cutscene manager even though it's more like a dialogue manager. And that's like the big reason why I kind of think it might be worth my time just to do my own thing. Oh, come on. Either get in the Pokeball or run away, please. There we go. I have Leafeon out here, but I just remembered. I don't think I even need to do Agile moves anymore. It's just Baby Doll Eyes I haven't really grind. Hopefully there's still Agile style stuff that I need to do this thing. Otherwise it has been a complete waste of time. Oh, perfect. But let me guess, there's... Still gotta do Baby Doll Eyes like 5 more times. But when am I gonna actually go on my way to do a non-attacking move? Wait, there's still snowballs here? I guess it's just my hubris catching up to me. Because there's the end of that blizzard. Now I have no excuse to just not start up another mass outbreak. Granted, there's one, ending the video. Because I got the major things I want to talk about, and even though it doesn't feel like I've had a good chance to chat, I am feeling a bit rusty. So I wouldn't mind having this be a shorter video. Let's see how I feel after picking up this satchel though. If nothing else, I would like to get back to doing these Game and Chills monthly. So hopefully this will be a good sign of that in particular. You know, I am trying to look for something exciting to happen in this Game and Chill, so I'll see if I can get another mass outbreak. Or at the very least, just a mass outbreak. How are we doing research? Hippotas is coming along decently. Leafeon is good. Right, I think that's the last thing I need to do with Machamp so I can swap that out, thank goodness. And I just gotta do double edge like 14 more times. Great. This is a game where there's no PowerPoint ups. Fantastic. I'll see y'all when I clean things up and find something else for us to do. Alright, for those of you not in the know, the two things I still need for a complete Hisui Pokedex, right, is Cypher and Milligan. And I guess it depends on your definition of full. I'm counting just one of each family. So we've got Tyurso, right? Oh cool, there is a Pallital outbreak. It feels like it's been forever since the last time I've seen one, so shiny or not, this feels like a good way to end off the stream, or the video. Though the satchel is right along the way, so I guess we'll get that as well. There's a lot of stuff that's in this weird middle ground of I definitely don't need another shiny of that, and yet it's still enticing because of all the other factors involved with it. Like either second wave or lots of berries to refill on. I guess we'll see this through. I can't complain about not getting rare stuff like a gnome or a Spiritomb in this outbreak because I actually am up to 2 shiny unknowns already. Wait, did that? Oh, it was you that saw me. I would say it'd be nice if Legends EA actually had a little bit more accurate. Of course, there's another Lickitung. To be fair, I don't think I got a shiny Licky. I'm gonna say that to cope. But at least we got a shiny Pokemon and to end off the video on, if nothing else. Like, it'd be really awesome if we got like 2. And now I want to catch it while sleeping. I don't know why that matters. It just seems like it would be more cool, more on theme. Great, they're all awake. At least I can still catch you in a ball that matches your color. Right? Oh, there it is. I guess the pop-up for it was just a little delayed because of literally all the other Pokemon I've been catching in the mix. Well, I guess technically it's a good thing that I got that along the way. Speaking of getting things along the way, I don't know. I'm not a huge... I am definitely not a Stuntank fan, but that still looks very enticing. If only for the concept of a red alpha shiny. Oh yeah, I was talking about the unknowns. Not only did I catch a shiny unknown off screen, I also caught a shiny unknown on a stream. And I'm not sure if I made that whole saga into a short by now, But I do have an unlisted video I could show you at the very least. That's essentially a clip. Maybe I'll just make it public before this game show comes out to celebrate. Feels like September's going to be a bit light of a month with videos, especially between finishing up all the work that went into XG and possibly prepping for Overseer October. So I don't see the harm. You know what? We already got a shiny. I'm not even gonna chance it. I'm not even gonna chance a shiny alpha stunk tank. If RNG works that way, I'd rather save the RNG for Petalito, because if RNG does work that way, which it doesn't, we've already drained so much of our luck on that dumb Licky find. I guess it's at least pretty cool that it was a Lickitung outbreak. At the one Pokemon that was the one time that was actually fully evolved, that was the shiny. Can't deny that that's kind of cool. It's not even like Lickitung's a bad Pokemon. I just feel kind of exhausted of it already, which is weird because I don't even think I have more than one shiny. Just that one shiny really stands out, and also it's one of the Pokemon in Pokemon Go that have an increased shiny rate 24/7. So I've gotten a decent handful of shiny Lickitungs in Pokemon Go already. Like, it doesn't even need a community day to be like run into it when you least want to run into when you want to find a shiny of literally anything else. So, sorry Lickitung stands, I'm not hating on your Pokemon, I'm just looking for other things to sparkle. Okay, cool, awesome, second wave. And it is Petalito. Man, but if I don't find a shiny Lilligant in this outbreak, it's gonna be way too easy to blame the Licky for not finding the shiny Lilligant, because otherwise this would be a perfect opportunity. Dang, of course you home. Let me see if I can not knock you out, because it'll make it easier to update my tracker of how many encounters I've had if I catch every single one of them and not let any of them get knocked out around the way. Shoot, I really forgot to put Baby Doll eyes on this one. That's fine. We're at the same level, even though the super effective, I shouldn't knock it out just because of that. Perfect. And maybe I can get away with catching it at this range with an Ultra Ball. Oh man, there's not more of them popping up, which means I think this is it. I don't think we actually found those shiny. Please have there be a secret Lilligant that I just missed out on. Been looking for another outbreak of these for so long. It is what it is, I guess. At least we got one shiny. Even if it's one of the last things I'm looking for. Man, it's been so long since I talked. I don't even remember what I was last talking about. I guess on the game design field, like, I never got around to saying that I was messing around with the platformer since I reached a milestone where I'm ready to take a break with the fan game. A big thing is I was working on a big level, only to realize that the purpose I initially made of it, the level 4, let's just say, are now obsolete. But it did force me to make a whole bunch of mechanics for it, like Soul Spirit power-ups. So now you can actually like collect a Soul Spirit within a level to get extra abilities. Granted, only 2 of the 4 are implemented currently. But it's those 2 powers that like I thought were neat, but I didn't want to have in Sarah's basic moveset. And that would be like a double jump which is kind of now an air jump because you use the power of the wind to blast up into the sky, and a wall cling. Even made like cute little sprites for them. If I'm feeling ambitious enough in the editing, maybe I'll add the sprites in. Oh, I saw the sparkle from the rocks up ahead and thought that it was a Yanma sparkling. Like, I've already gotten like 3 shiny Yanmas, but like that's one Pokemon that I wouldn't mind having all the shinies in the world, and I don't know how this alpha doesn't see me yet. Oh, come on. It didn't see me the whole time, and yet... Thank goodness for... Yanma saving my hide again. Because I'm pretty sure his battle cry saved me from actually taking damage from the real thing. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. If nothing else, it was a huge confidence boost to, like... I was assuming that, like, my platformer, the mechanics were just too basic to actually do something that anyone that hasn't already been done with a platformer. But between like pushing the mechanics Sarah already had to their limits and implementing the 2 Soul Spirit power-ups I did, I think there's potential for an interesting platformer underneath. It's just a matter if I want to spend the time to flesh that out or just focus on building towards the stuff I actually want to making got it. I'll have to spend more time to mess around with all that to see for sure though. Man, you got obliterated almost as fast as an actual dark type would. I don't even know if any of the Pokemon I have left here are things I really want to grind out. So let's just clear out the field, worry about Pokedex another day. I'm impressed that it hanged on after all that. Sure, it was a fast style move, but I am at level 100. Do we have to battle? Cool, I ran right into the status effect. Fantastic! I'm gonna get obliterated by Yanma! Yay! Oh, brother, I should have just fought these stinkers. I should have just fought the Yanmas. They didn't mean to roll into that hypnosis. I got chained to 3 more because of that. Alright, speaking of which, surely, Glacia. Surely you can handle this. You're not... You're only 2 levels over it. But it's a single Yanma, and you have the type advantage. There we go. Well, that's it for the Yanmas. That Lickitung really is going to be the only shiny we get today, is it? I don't even know if I want to bother with the Pachirisu. I think I should check out the Outbreak, because one of the research things I need to do involve running into one while, or catching one while it's sleeping, I believe. And like, that's like the last thing I need to do for Pachirisu as a whole. I guess I have to find it jumping out of trees, but that's as good as luck. Okay, I guess I haven't caught a shiny Licky yet. So that wasn't a total waste of luck. Would have still much rather get the pet a little, but we can't really control fate. Or at least we can't control luck. Well, I guess if I wanted to sneak up on one while I was sleeping, just dropping in feet first from the sky wasn't my most brilliant plan. The issue is I don't even know if we're gonna find one asleep. They're all just right here, chilling. No! I was asleep for like 2 seconds, but I didn't notice until I already threw the Pokeball. You know what, maybe I'll just sit and wait. Oh, it counted! Yes! I can't believe I'm more excited about this than the actual shiny we caught this video. Oops. You see nothing. They clearly see something. Oh. I'm glad they run a little bit before they do their attack, because otherwise they might have actually gotten me. You know, dude, being kind of sloppy. There's a lot of them getting away, but it's fine. It's not like I don't have more of these berries than I could possibly ever need. I'm just catching the Pokemon and getting the berries out of formality. So that should wrap up the video. It was nice to get back in the game and chill. And as tempting as it is to grab these satchels before ending things off, this video already feels like it's going on longer than planned. I've already spent so much of the time playing the game, not cutting, so it's not exactly like this is the most opportune commentary time I've ever had. There was an Alpha Bidoof that I could have possibly explored. Anyways, sure. Thank you all for tuning in for this edition of Game & Chill. Hopefully we can get back to doing this on a monthly basis, more or less. I've been Jackie King, and until the next time we meet, take care.